Sheldon Vanauken's acclaimed memoir, A Severe Mercy, offers a poignant exploration of profound love facing the trials of suffering and death. First published in 1977, the memoir is drawn from years of journal entries, handwritten letters, and personal accounts, reflecting the rich tapestry of experiences that shape the narrative. With a background as a scholar trained at Yale and Oxford, as well as being a poet and author, Vanauken infuses his literary prowess into this heartfelt and skillfully crafted account of personal history intertwined with tragedy. The title is inspired by a letter from the renowned author and Christian apologist C.S. Lewis, who speaks of his wife's death as a severe mercy that must be endured and embraced, a sentiment that resonates throughout the memoir. The story opens with Vanauken, known as Van to his friends, arriving late at night at Glenmerle, his childhood home. As he strolls by the pond and the bridge, he gazes at the darkened house, reminiscing about the joyful moments spent with his mother, friends, and most importantly, Davy, his beloved wife of 17 years, whose full name is Jean Davis. Following Davy's recent passing, Van returns to this place of cherished memories to reflect on their time together. After a brief visit, he drives away, and the narrative then shifts to the beginnings of Van and Davy's relationship. Their story begins when they meet at a photography studio in the local department store during Van's college break. A group date later that evening sparks a deep conversation, revealing their shared interests and aspirations, leading to a swift courtship. After months of discussing their future and marriage expectations, they secretly wed less than a year after their first meeting. Once they publicly announce their marriage, they head to Florida, eager to find a small boat and embrace a life at sea. However, their plans are interrupted when Van learns he has been drafted into the Navy and must report immediately. For the next 4 years, Van and Davy are stationed at a naval base in Hawaii, where they experience the Pearl Harbor attack and await the war's conclusion in 1945. After Van's discharge, they move to Miami, where they finally purchase a boat, spending months sailing, fishing, and taking on odd jobs to sustain their lifestyle. As the excitement of their new life begins to fade, they realize the need for stable employment to continue their adventures and decide to apply to Yale. They enter college that fall, and after graduating, Van takes a brief teaching position in Virginia while they await the perfect moment to commission a boat for their intended travels. Meanwhile, Van receives an opportunity to fulfill a long-held dream of studying at Oxford, prompting them to set their sailing aspirations aside for a new adventure in England. While in Oxford, Van and Davy form friendships with caring and devoted Christians, prompting them to reconsider their views and assumptions about Christianity. Over many months, filled with debate, research, and personal correspondence with renowned Oxford professor C.S. Lewis, they come to believe in the truth of the faith, ultimately committing their lives to Christ. Although they cherish their time in Oxford, they know it will come to an end. Van secures a teaching position in English and literature at Lynchburg College in Virginia. However, after experiencing a vibrant community of believers in Oxford, they are quickly disheartened by the apathy and lack of zeal in their new hometown. In response, they open their home to curious students seeking guidance and answers to their questions, fostering a new community. Unfortunately, not long after they arrive, Davy discovers she is becoming ill. Doctors diagnose her with a fatal virus that has begun to attack her liver. For about a year, she experiences a temporary reprieve from the illness, but ultimately she succumbs and dies in Van's arms after a brief period of suffering. In the aftermath of Davy's death, Van struggles to find meaning in life. He turns to his long-standing friendship with Lewis, often corresponding about his feelings of loss, grief, and the challenge of healing. To make sense of Davy's passing, he embarks on a personal project he calls the Illumination of the Past, revisiting their shared history through memories, her letters and poems, and the paintings she left behind. This reflective exercise forms the foundation of the book, although it will take nearly a decade before it is published. As the months and years pass, Van begins to grasp the truth in Lewis's words regarding Davy's death, which he had referred to as a severe mercy for both of them. As Van starts to heal and rediscover meaning in life while honoring his wife's memory, he comes to see their life and love in a broader context. In the end, Davy's death becomes her greatest act of love, as she offers her life with peace and grace. Van learns to recognize the ongoing presence of his beloved even in death, holding on to the hope of their reunion in the life to come. I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave a like if you did, and be sure to subscribe. Thank you.